I have a problem with not being able to concentrate around other people. Like, comment down below. Do you have that same issue where you struggle to concentrate when you're around others? Because lately I've had an epiphany personally in my life. Like, when I'm around other people, my focus is all off. Like, my energy just feels off, you know? Have you ever tried to read a book and you're sitting, like, you're around other people, right? And you're trying so hard to read the pages, to like to understand what you're reading, but like you just get distracted. Like, these other thoughts just pop up in your head randomly, and you're like, what the fuck? Why can't I concentrate? Like, even if it's quiet, even if the people around you are quiet, it's like the energy. And I found, like, recently that, like, when I'm alone, I can concentrate extremely well on various things. Like, I could concentrate on, I could read entire books within days. I can concentrate, like, on my work. I can work for hours nonstop, no interruptions, and time flies by. But for some odd reason, when I'm around other people, my focus just is completely thrown off. Like, when you're in school, when you're in high school or middle school, whenever, even college, and you got to sit in a classroom with a bunch of people. And if you're ever in that setting and you struggle to just focus on your assignment, whatever you're supposed to be doing, like, I mean, that could really, like, fuck up someone's education. That could really mess with someone's, like, future. And, like, me personally, like, I wasn't homeschooled. Like, I went to school, I graduated, I passed all my classes barely, but I feel like the main reason why I struggled so much in school is because, like, I was forced to be around other people. And it's weird. I don't know what to call that exactly. Like, is it a term for that? Because I find that, like, whenever I'm in those environments, it's like I can't get anything done. I could barely read a book. I could barely finish my work or assignments. And I was just failing all my classes. Just like, I barely graduated. And I didn't even go to college because of that. Because it's like, it was just so hard to learn around other people. But for some odd reason, when I'm alone, I could concentrate. Like, my focus is supernatural. Even making this video, like, I'm alone right now. Like, I'm not, like, around anyone really. So, like, it's easy to make the video. It's easy to formulate my thoughts. But if I were in a house or a room surrounded by other people, I couldn't concentrate for shit. And I feel like when I'm alone, I get so much done. I feel like super productive. I read entire books. I get so much work done. And I feel like I'm at my best. I feel like I can do anything. Those are times where I've learned the most. I feel like I've progressed the most. Like, in many ways, whether that's financially, or spiritually or whatever. Like, being alone, I feel like is like a superpower in a way. And I'm not saying, like, be alone all the time. Of course, everyone wants to, needs company from time to time, but I feel like being alone, that's where I could truly, like, evolve and advance and become, like, the best version of myself. It's like when you're alone, you get the best workouts in. When I'm alone, I feel like the most competent. Like, kind of like driver's ed. Were you ever in driver's training and you had to, like, drive the car with someone else, and you were nervous, right? You probably messed it up once or twice and had to retake the test. But the funny thing about that is, when I first started, like learning how to drive, I had no problem. Like, when I drove in a car myself, but when I had to drive with someone else, like I was fucking up. I was like breaking the rules. I almost got in an accident a couple times, and I was driving with another person when I first started driving. But when I started driving by myself, I had no issues, no accident, nothing. Like it was just so fucking peaceful. No one in my ear telling me what I need to be doing, how I'm supposed to be doing it. It's like I just went with the flow. It's just so easy to get into the flow state and to, you know, make better decisions, and yeah, I just wanted to talk about that in the video. I don't know if this will even get any views, but to whoever's watching, don't forget like and leave a comment. Tell me, your experiences. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, like, is it a word for that? Like, struggling to concentrate when you're around other people? Because even if I'm sitting in the house with people, like, I could barely focus on anything. Like, I have to fucking, like, literally get away from people to concentrate on something, like, important and actually get real, like, deep work done. But, I don't know. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments and subscribe for more. Peace.